I'm doing good, doing good. So while you guys are joining, just give me a moment. Alright, we have Aryan, we have Harshita, we have Shirag. The three musketeers. Okay, so we're going to begin now by looking briefly on a topic we've done. And I'm wishing... I'm trying to record and I'm taking a picture off the screen. 1 second. Let's try that again. Camera. Record. Oh, I'm already recording. Wow. Okay, that's going to be a blooper. Alright, let's continue. So, today we're going to look on the board for me. Shirag, what does that say? To draw what?
Draw triangle equal in area to a circle.
Right. We're going to go back to this topic, and this topic was really plane and solid geometry where you looked on equal area. Okay? So you should remember where, for example, you found out the area of a triangle, right, by simply drawing it and then finding that distance inside. Okay? The reason why we're going back to this question is because in this term we're going to focus on worded questions. So they're going to give you scenarios. Like let's say for example the area of a triangle is 14,000 millimeters squared. Draw two triangles attached to this one sharing the same base. Alright? So in order to understand that idea and attempt it, today we're going to look on firstly drawing a triangle equal in area to a circle. Get your utensils and your forks and knives out for me. We're going to now draw this design. Where's everybody else? Alright, you should all be accountable for your friends. We have Chase, afternoon Chase. So the first step I want you to write down for me. Be prepared for TD class. Step 1. Step 2. You're going to draw a diameter of 56 millimeters. Draw a circle of 56 millimeter diameter. Pretty simple. Alright, quickly, 1 minute to do that. So just draw a circle of 56 millimeter diameter. I'm going to use the white chalk since the board is very blurry. Cameras on for me, Christoph and Talia. We're starting from the basic. Just quickly draw a circle of 56 millimeter diameter. Step 2. Is everybody finished with step 1?
So should the drawing be in the middle of the page?
No. You're going to section your drawing. So you're not going to use the entire page. I want you to, for example, section your drawing in 4 quadrants. And the first drawing is going to be in the top right. Top left. Alright? So you can come back to the paper now and use the same page. Alright. Now, I want everybody to be honest. Who still has all their drawings? You haven't thrown them away. You keep them in a folder. Harshita, let me look at all the...
I have the majority of mine still, sir.
Okay, good. Now here's what's gonna happen. I want to show you guys off because you guys have been doing well. So at the end of this month, I'm going to ask for you to submit all those drawings in a folder, and we're going to showcase it, hopefully, to the entire school because you guys have been doing well. All right. So I want to showcase your talent. Like some drawings, I literally can't tell the difference between what is on the textbook and what is on your drawing. That's how good I think you guys are. Okay, so I want you to send me that folder once we finish this month so I can gather those slideshows to show them. Alright, let's continue. Is everybody finished with step 1?
Yes, sir.
Step 2, divide the radius. Divide the radius OB into 7 equal Okay, now you might be saying, sir, I don't understand what that means. I'm going to sketch it here, so quickly pay attention for me. So let's say this was my circle. That is actually perfect. Wow, that's awesome. Let's say this is my circle. Okay, I'm going to now create a center line from middle. There we go. Alright, and I'm going to call this middle point O. Do that for me. Call that middle point O. And then the point at which the line touches the lower end, call that B. So let me label it in a different color. We have O here, we have B here. It's asking you therefore to divide this line into 7 equal parts using line division. And I'm going to pick on one person to explain the idea behind the line division principle. Let me just quickly take attendance before we continue. So we have Isaac, we have Christoph, we have Smyrna. Wait, no, that's not Smyrna. That's Cameron. Okay. Alright, so that's 13 persons. 12 persons. Cameron's on for me. Cameron. Dimple. Oh, you explain what's happening with your camera. Yeah. I'm going to take attendance quickly. Ariane and Harshita. Okay, good. Now, let me pick on Diksha. Diksha, right here. Let's say this is my line, Diksha. How does line division actually work again? Diksha, right there?
Your voice is coming a bit echoey. Could you please repeat what you said?
What would be the distance of this line right here? If the diameter is 56 millimeters, what would be the distance of O to B?
Did you say if the diameter is 26 millimeters, what will be the distance from O to B?
Let me voice type. So check the chat for me.
Okay.
If the diameter is 56 millimeters, what is the distance of OB? Technology. Now you can't say you didn't hear what I said. What is that distance? First of all, what do we call this line? OB. Starts with R.
The radius, right?
The radius. So what will be the radius?
Is it 28 millimeters? Yeah.
How much? 28. So you're going to divide a 28 millimeter line into 7 equal parts. So what you should do...
7 parts of 4 millimeters, sir.
Right. But you're going to represent the line division based on the format I showed you. So you're going to draw a line at any angle that is 28 millimeters. There you go. 28 millimeters. And then you're going to connect this line to the end of the B point. There you go. And now you can subsection it and get each division. Right? And
wait, 28 meaning the radius itself wouldn't it touch the circumference of the circle?
Yes, it would. It's touching the circumference right here. From the center to the circumference right here, B, is 28 millimeters. You see that? So, excuse my drawing, but this is the center. Going down here, which is the point on the circumference, B. Understand?
How long would the line be, the long line of the triangle?
So the line overall is a diameter of 58 and the line of OB is half of 56, sorry. 56?
The part of the triangle that's touching.
This will be the same length of 1 second.
28.
28, right, 28. So let me extend that a little bit more to make it more accurate. So you're going to extend 28, it should touch the circumference, and then you're going to connect it back to that point right there. That's a little bit more accurate, right?
Yes, sir. Alright, cool. Thank you.
So good eye. That was a good eye. Thank you. Alright, so if you can't read the board properly, check the WhatsApp chat. I'm going to take a picture of the board and you're going to just follow along. Alright. 1 second, let me go into the chat. So it is senior 3. Alright. Can everybody see the picture? I'm sending it now. And these are the steps. Can anybody confirm if they see the pictures?
Yes, sir. It's there.
Alright, good. Now, let's continue now. The third step, well, you should divide this line using line division. So once you're finished, you're going to copy this angle and divide it into 7 equal parts. Let's say those are my 7 equal parts, right? After we've done that, then step 3. Step 3 would be to draw a tangent BX to AB. 1 second. Draw a tangent BX to AB and step off BC. Write it here. And step off BC to 3 1/7 times OB. Okay, 3 1/7 of OB. You're going to find the line BC. So, from this point B right here, we're going to draw a horizontal line to find C, but to find C, that comes from a formula of 3 1/7 times OB. Okay? Label here from the A. Label here A. And this will be. So, you're going to find for me quickly if each division. 1 second, let me just quickly check who is that. That's Sanjana. Good afternoon, Sanjana.
Good afternoon, sir.
You should find quickly what is 3 1/7 times OB. So the formula is therefore going to be 3 1/7 times OB, which was 28 millimeters. Alright? You can convert this to a mixed number. So you can just say, how would you convert this? Because since you guys probably learned this last term or last year, what is 3 1/7 as a mixed number? Let me brighten it. 3 1/7 times 28. What is 3 1/7 as a mixed number? That goes to Cameron.
Repeat that, please, sir.
What is 3 1/7 as a mixed number? What would you do to get it to a mixed number? This is a little bit of math.
So, sir, you would times 3 times 7.
Right? That will give us 21.
Yeah, then you have 21. It was what over 7, sir?
1/7.
Yeah, so you add 21 to 1. That would be 22.
So that's 22 And then what else?
So I can't, alright, so you have 3 times it, right, sir?
Repeat?
You multiplied it and added it, right, sir?
Right, I multiplied it and then I added it to 1, and am I just left with 22, or is there something else?
Can you simplify it, sir?
No. What would 22 be over? This is the math teacher coming out of me. But you need to put 22 over something.
Put it over 7, sir.
7, excellent, thank you. So 7, alright? Then now we're going to multiply that by 28. So quickly do that for me. What is 22 times 28 divided by 7? But I could really do what? Can 7 go into 28?
Yes.
How many times?
4.
7 to 7 goes 1. 7 to 28 goes 4 times. Then now all you're left with to find out is what is 22 times 4. What is 22 times 4, everybody?
88.
88. So therefore, what does this 88 millimeters represent? Let's see. I want Sanjana to explain. What would this 88 millimeters represent? Look back on statement 3. Draw a tangent BX. So let's say that this was X out here. This is our tangential line because it touched the point here once. But it said step off BC to that value that we just found. So what would 88 millimeters represent, Sanjan?
The tangent?
Right, the distance of B to C, which is the tangent. So we can put 88 millimeters right here. Congratulations, you guys are officially engineers. Why am I using green? I should use white. 88 millimeters. There you go. Okay? That's step 4. So can I rub off the board and write step, sorry, that was step 3. Can I erase the board and write step 4?
Wait, sure. Sorry. Can you please re-explain step 3?
Sure. So step 3, it reads, draw a tangent BX, which is right here, B to X, right there, to AB. So from AB, draw B to X. So we did that. Then it says step off, which means to find accurately BC, which is found by multiplying 3/7 times OB. And we knew OB was 28 millimeters, right?
Wait, sure. Why is it 3/7?
Oh, that's the formula to find a triangle equal in a given circle. So this, yeah, so it's basically a formula, therefore. It's a ratio. So even if I had a larger circle, Chirag, no matter how large the circle is, as long as I use the formula, I can still find a triangle in relation to that large circle that is equal in area. So that's the power of formulas. Alright? And then now I asked Cameron to simplify 3/7 to a mixed number, and he said it was 22/7, and then we multiplied 22/7 by 28. We simplified further, we found out it was 22 times 4, which gave us 88 millimeters. So therefore, B to C is a distance of 88 millimeters. So I want you to write, no problem. I want you to write on that formula for me, because this is going to come back to either haunt you or bless you. Because I'm going to give you a question later on, and you need to know this formula to find how long the line will be. So let me write the formula up here. It's going to be 3 Muse orange chalk. 3/7 multiplied by OB. Whatever OB is, that's going to be the line BC. Let me zoom up for you. Alright, let's move on to step 4 now. Step 4. Step 4 is very easy. Step 4 says, join C to to A and form the triangle. Step 4. Join C to A and form the given triangle. Okay? Alright, so pay attention for me. I'm going to now draw the triangle and show you the answer to this question. So here is C. I always break child, I don't know why. Here is C. Here is A. When I join both of them now, that's my answer. The region inside of this triangle, let me use blue. The distance in this triangle is the exact same distance in that circle. Everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
Alright. So this is the method that I'm gonna start taking for these questions. I'm gonna go step by step. So there are 4 steps to getting this question. This is gonna be due at the end of the class. I have another drawing for us to complete. So I'm gonna take a picture of the board and you should complete this at the end of the class. Let me take a picture of the board for you. Alright, there you go.
Also, sir, how do we submit the crane hook and the drum?
Wait, can you repeat that for me?
How do we submit the crane hook and the wrench?
You're gonna submit on the portal. I uploaded the task this morning for you to submit.
Sir, I don't see it.
You sure? It's on the portal. Can anybody confirm if they saw the portal button? Anybody confirm?
I don't see on the button.
Alright, I think I might have been in the Easter term then, because I was looking at your grades. So I'll check that for you. No problem. Alright, and then I'm gonna upload it. So for that assignment, you're gonna upload the crane hook, the spanner, and if you hadn't completed the other drawing, submit it alongside with it. Alright, let's move on to the next drawing for this class. So there's 2 drawings due for this class. In the meanwhile, while I'm busy rubbing off the board, I want you to think about this topic. We went through it. You're going to draw a circle equal to twice the area of a given circle. Draw a circle. So if you partition your paper, on the next side, put the heading for me. Drawing a circle equal in area. Draw a circle equal to twice the area, rather, of a given circle. Alright, so let's begin. So I'm going to have a topic to draw a circle. To draw a circle equal to twice the area of a given circle. Alright, I have to be checking the cameras each time just to make sure. Okay, you guys have your cameras on. Good. Everybody ready to begin? We're going to start off with step 1. What do you think step 1 is going to be? Isn't it?
Is this gonna be a big drawing?
Can you repeat that?
It's gonna be a big drawing.
If it is a big drawing to you, you can always scale it down. But the measurement I'm giving you is 25 millimeter radius for the small, and then twice the size of 25 would be the larger circle. So you should try to scale it down if it is too large. Alright? So here's the first instruction. Draw a circle. Draw a smaller circle of radius 25 millimeter. Yeah. Okay? Let's do that quickly. Step one is always the easiest, but you guys always take the longest time with step one. So let me know when you're finished. Is everybody finished?
Or would this be on like the it would just be the middle of our drawing? Or would it be to the right or left?
You can put it to the right. You can put it to the right.
Sir, I can't see the board properly.
Alright, let me put it closer. Well, wait. Let me take a picture of the board and send it to you. 1 second. Alright, there you go. Check the chat for me. Okay?
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Step 2. After you draw that circle. So guys, the two drawings should be on either side of the paper. But then there's going to be a larger drawing in the middle of the paper. That's going to be an assignment. Right? Which is not going to be due now, but actually Friday. But I'll just wait until the day to really talk more about it. So step 2.
So the large drawing is the assignment, sir.
Repeat?
The large drawing is the hardest one, so you're going to grade that one.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
This is really just practice for you to get used to what we're going to be doing for the assignment, or what you're going to be doing for the assignment. Alright.
Yes, sir.
So step 2. Step 2 says, using your set square, using a 45-degree set square, draw lines AC and BD through O. And what is O again? O is always the center of your circle. Now let's see if Mr. Thompson can get another perfect circle. I hope I didn't just jinx it, but let's try. Ready?
So you can scale it down, right?
Right. Oh my gosh, that's another perfect circle. You can scale it down to, for example, 12.5 or even smaller, depending on what you decide. But just make sure you state it to me. So if it's half the size, put the scale. Okay. Let's draw now O. Let's draw our center lines firstly. Okay, good. Let's draw O. Here we go.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Does it has to be a set square?
You can use your protractor. You can use your protractor and then find 45-degree line angle and use a ruler to draw it. So as long as you have a protractor and a ruler, you can do that otherwise.
Alright, sir, thanks.
Yeah? So let me show you what I'm referring to though. So here's O, here's B. 1 second. Let's just draw O for now. My bad. So here's O. It says draw lines AC and BD through O. So you're going to draw a 45-degree line from the midpoint of this circle. Right? We know each side is 90 degrees, right? So that means you're going to bisect the line of 90 degrees to find it. So a trick I see a lot of students doing is they just draw a perpendicular line, right? And then they just find the slit right here and just draw it straight throughout. That's technically a 45-degree angle. So even if you don't have your set square, you can do that method. Understood? Okay. Let's draw it straight downward now. And where it stops on the circle, that's going to be our point B. So where it stops right here, that's going to be our point B. There we go. Let's continue with the other one now. Where it continues all throughout, that's going to be D. On the opposite side as well, I'm going to continue this quadratic, not quadratic, but this square through the center. There you go. At this point, I'm going to call it my C, and at this point, I'm going to call it my A. So you should see a trend. We always label anti-clockwise. You guys see that? We start from A, B, C, D, going around. Same as when we were doing the cycloid, and we started from 1, 2, 3, 4, going around. So we label anti-clockwise. Alright? Let's continue. That's step 2. Step 3 now. Step 3 now says complete the square. Complete the square. It's very simple. Let me just quickly complete that square. There we go. And guess what's going to happen now? Step 4, I'm pretty sure somebody sees it already. So before I write step 4, let's reason it out logically. What makes a circle a point? One second, there's chalk on my face. Okay, good. When you hear of a circle, where does a circle begin from? What's the first thing you must do to draw a circle? Start at C.
A center.
Center. And a center is a point. Alright? Now let me shadow this to you. A is a point, B is a point, C is a point, D is a point. What step 4 says, we're going to take one of these locations and make it be our new center point for the larger circle. Alright? So let's pick D. We're going to say using D as our center and the radius of DA, draw the next circle. Alright? Let me write that. So using D as center and DA as radius, draw the next circle. Alright, let's do that. So this is our line, AD. Using your compass, open one leg, put it to A. Using D as center, draw your circle, and it should follow as such. Here we go. Let me quickly sketch it accurately for you.
Sir, since I can't see the board properly, can you please send the steps in the chat?
Sure.
Please.
Sure. But while I'm taking a picture, answer this question for me. Is AD the same as the diameter for the smaller circle? Yes or no? And if not, explain your answer. Is AD the same thing as the diameter of the smaller circle? Anybody? Hello, anybody? Let me pick on somebody then. I always like to pick on persons. Let me check on. Okay, everybody had their cameras on. Okay, good. Let's pick on Talia. Talia, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Alright, let me identify AD for you. This is our AD line. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Is that a cat?
He decided to go in front of the camera.
Okay. Alright. I'll speak to you after. If AD is our line there, okay, is that the same thing as the diameter of that small circle? The diameter would have been what makes a diameter? What's the criteria for a diameter? A line that touches both sides of a circle, yes, but it must be what?
In the center.
Right. Does AD pass to the center?
No, sir.
Right, that means AD is actually smaller than the center line. So AD is therefore not the same distance as the center line because it does not, your cat is so distracting, it does not pass through the center. Alright? So can you turn the camera on you? We've seen your cat, but we want to see you. Alright.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so that's it. That's the two drawings for this class. Any questions on what we just did? So if you were to test it, this region going all the way up would be twice the size of this region. Okay?
Wait, sir. What's the center point and the radius for the larger circle?
So the center point is going to be D, right, from the smaller circle, and the radius is going to be AD. So some persons might argue, okay, I can just draw twice the radius of the second one, but no, it's actually going to be a line AD, right, which is actually going to be a different measurement that gives you twice the radius.
I don't have space on that side, so I can draw it maybe on C and then the radius will be B.
Okay, sure. You can use any point, obviously. Yeah. Let's make sure it fits for you. Okay? So, with those two
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
What radius is the next circle that we're going to draw to the center?
This one, right? That has a radius of point B to point A. So the line that touches here to this point on the smaller circle is your radius for the larger circle.
Okay, sir.
Now, with those two drawings out of the way, we have roughly 5 minutes to discuss your assignment for Friday. Alright? Now this assignment is going to be a little bit of research. Okay? I know you guys are probably scared already. So when you rejoin, I'm going to write the assignment on the board and I'm going to take a picture of it and post it in the group. So quickly rejoin for me. Right. So many reminders. Wow, there's a lot of reminders. Okay. Alright, welcome back. For those who joined the fight, that means you are ready for this assignment. But before I do, I think I sent a picture already, right? Let me check.
Yes, sir.
Alright, good, good. Now, as I said, this is a research question. Alright? So let me just quickly tell you what page the research is on. If you have the book, it is on page 38. And the question says, question 1. So you guys have 5 days to research. You can collaborate together. So you can form little study groups, right? Talk with each other over Zoom online. And just try to reason out how you would answer this question. This is going to be your first group work assignment. So you can pair yourself. Yes, group work assignment. You can pair yourself in pairs of 2 or group yourself, alright, in groups of 3, and you're going to submit 1 drawing under the 3 persons or 2 persons, but there should be no groups of 4. That's overkill. So either 2 or 3. Alright, here we go. Question 1. The area So, you can call each other after this class and say, hey, you want to be in a group with me? You can do that. It's totally fine. I'm not going to place you in a group. You should do that. But you should tell me who the members are by latest tomorrow. Alright? So, the area of a triangle is 14,250 millimeters cube squared. My bad. I had a class that talked about cube numbers today, so that's my one. If the base is 190 millimeters long, construct the triangle and draw any 2 triangles of equal area sharing the same base. Sharing the same base. My handwriting has gotten so much better. Wow. Okay. Then question 2 under question 1 says draw the triangle in question 1 and draw another triangle of equal area and draw. Let me check who is that quickly. Alright, one moment guys, quickly. So I'm going to take a picture of the board and draw another triangle. Running over triangle of equal area but of altitude 100 millimeters. How long will the base be? You guys are probably saying, sir, I thought this was technical drawing, not English. But that's the question. That's a research question. Alright? They are related to each other. I'm going to post the picture in the group if you haven't taken it off.
Sir, is this going to be discussed or do we have to post this on the portal?
Repeat?
We have to post on the portal.
So, that's a good question. So you're saying basically if 3 persons or 2 persons are working on the same drawing, should they post it on the portal? Yes. Right? So you're going to post the same file as your other group member under your name. Understood? But your name should be on the paper itself. So if, for example, you're bordering your page, you're going to put Isaac and other team member, or Cameron and other team member. Put their names there, depending on who you choose. Alright? So this is a great opportunity to socialize with your friends. Choose a group member or group members. Can either be a pair of 2 or groups of 3. Alright? Have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you in the next class. Any questions? I'm always available. Yes?
So, sir, only one person draws and everyone gets credit for it?
So you can decide the mobility of that. Either one person draws and the next person researches, or both of you draw and you combine and go back to the drawing board, so to speak. Alright? But you have to tell me what the next person did. You can't just say you drew and they stood by, gave you compliments. One person has to do something. It's either research the drawing for you and tell you what to do, or teach you how to draw it, and then you do the actual drawing. Alright? That's why I say I don't want 4 persons, either 3 or 2. Clear, everybody? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Alright. So, any questions before we go?
Yes, sir.
And you're probably scratching your head saying, oh no, I have to socialize with friends. Well, my bad. My bad. Alright. Take care, everybody. See you next class.
Bye, sir. Thank you. You too.
Yeah.
Bye, sir.
Bye, please.
Goodbye.
Sir,
Yes?
since I'm unfamiliar with anyone in this class, can I do it by myself?
I think so. You and Beyonce are doing the subject, even though you're not here. Beyonce does TD as well. She might not be attending all the classes, but I'll contact her so you, her,